Well, it was an Instagram post that led to hours of coverage from some of our competitors today. Louise Linton, the new wife of Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, is in a social media slugfest. She posted a photo of herself getting off a government plane, looking very fashionable and using hashtags to highlight the different pieces of her expensive outfit. Then she got a bit of backlash for it, as happens on social media. She fought back in a reply post, defending herself and then going after one of her Instagram critics, which is probably never a good idea. Writing in part, quote, "Have you given more to the economy than me and my husband, either as an individual earner in taxes or in self-sacrifice to your country?" She went on to call the person who wrote it cute and said her family was cute. Linton has since deleted the post. She set that account to private and apologized, calling the statement insensitive. No more posting. All right, so President Trump expected to take the stage in Phoenix in a couple of hours. Protests are growing there by the hour. The crowd is also building inside, as you can see on the right-hand side of your screen. But before tonight's rally, the commander-in-chief took a trip south to the border to Yuma, Arizona, and he spent time there with Marines, also met with Border Patrol agents to see firsthand how they've managed to dramatically cut illegal border crossings. My next guest has been traveling with the president today, and he joins me exclusively, Tom Bossert, White House Homeland Security Advisor. Tom, welcome. Good to have you with us tonight.
Martha, thank you.
So tell me about your visit to Yuma today. What was the response from the people that are working the border there, and what did the president want to know from them?
Well, we've had a great trip today, Martha. The president's in high spirits, and the Border Patrol agents and the Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents that he met with today are in equally high spirits. The president's making good on his campaign promise to make America safe again and to increase our security on the border. And as you just said, we've had dramatic results as a result of his presidency. We've had, by every measure, illegal immigration go down in this country since he took office. I think we're down over 47%.
Yeah, that's
and,
remarkable.
What he saw today, it is. It really is.
That happened without building the wall, and I want to get to the wall in just a moment. But what do you think was the major factor that precipitated that huge drop?
So I think there's a number of them, but maybe just to be short about it, I think words matter, and I think walls matter. And so as we improve the wall and build the wall the president's committed to, it's also important that his rhetoric is met with action, and he's empowered the enforcement of our law for the first time in a long time. And that empowerment, along with the support he's given to the immigration officials and the Customs and Border Patrol, has allowed them to go out, do what they're supposed to do, increase our security. And we had lines of people in their cars stopping, waving, and cheering the president as we drove here through southern Arizona.
Now, have those accomplishments come at great expense so far?
So we've got a tremendous amount of expense ahead of us. We've got millions and millions of dollars in the president's budget request this year, and there'll be more in the following years. They're all balanced investments, though, that are meant to improve our security. You know, the Yuma sector here has 370 miles or more of border to protect. And I think they've apprehended almost 11,000 attempted illegal immigrants this year. And so without that physical barrier to help them and buy them that time and space, just imagine the expanse that they have to cover of unwalled territory. So I think Yuma is a great place for the president to pick today. It demonstrates why barriers matter. And I think when I say words matter, people think twice before they pack up and try to come here in violation of our laws.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been made pretty clear that the policy is different now, that the laws are going to be followed on the books, and I think that that's been a huge deterrent just from what we have seen. Is the president going to talk about the wall tonight? Will he commit to building the wall, and will he be asking Congress for that money, and how's he going to get it?
Sure. So I don't want to entirely get out in front of the president. I think it's probably pretty safe to expect that he'll talk about his immigration promises and commitments that you've heard him speak to pretty consistently. But I'll let him be the deliverer of his message. He's far better at it than I. And I'm sure that he'll also speak to some other national security challenges that we confront. But I do believe that we will get the money from Congress. And Martha, I think it's important to recognize that all of the overblown kind of politics misses the point that we do get regular order accomplished on a regular basis with the Republican leadership, House and Senate. And so I think we'll get the money we've asked for, and I think that you'll see that wall built in the first term of the presidency.
All right. I thought it was interesting. We saw the DNC attacking President Trump for not building the wall yet, which was a little odd. Tom, thank you very much. Good